Here we go. Scandinavia explained.
Scandinavia, the icy region where they export more vodka than anywhere else in the world, drink more milk than anywhere else, where rotten, rancid fish is considered a delicacy, where feeling...
That's Sweden. And maybe I guess Norway. Not in Finland though. Or a little bit in Finland as well, but that's Surströmming. That's all Sweden. But the rest, yeah, it makes sense. Like, I'm actually lactose intolerant, so I don't drink too much milk. Almost everybody that I know drink a glass of milk while, you know, eating the meal or whatever. Definitely Scandinavian thing or Nordic thing. Finland is not part of Scandinavia, obviously. But as far as I've heard, Finland is also mentioned in this video as well. So just, you know, wanted to put that out there. And I'm Finnish, so I'm spinning my own opinion here as well. Because I'm selfish asshole. Just kidding.
Cold isn't a thing. Where 7-foot Vikings used to patrol the land. Today, I'm going to be doing a tier list, not only of the 3 Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. I'm officially extending this video into a Nordic tier list. That means we're including Finland and Iceland in the ranking as well. But first off, we got Sweden. Now, I know I sound like your typical British guy, but I promise I am like the most Swedish dude on this godforsaken island. I religiously practice fika. I drink milk literally by the gallon. I listen to Blade every day. I will constantly be annoyed about the weather, apart from that one day of the year when it's lagom. My family celebrates Christmas on the 24th of December. They also own a Dala Hest.
Small wooden horse so you can put in your window and stuff like that.
My name is fucking Geopold.
I have no idea what that is. If there's somebody from Sweden watching this, do you have any idea what that is? If you do, let me know. I think I've seen those somewhere, but yeah, I don't know what that is, what that's about.
Genuinely so Swedish that I am a direct descendant of Alfred Nobel, the dude who invented dynamite and invented the Nobel Prize. So if it seems like I'm a bit biased with this first tier,
I didn't know he was Swedish though, so that's news to me as well. Good to know.
This ranking, I am. We got the highest population in Scandinavia. We got the biggest city in Scandinavia. We've got all the good Scandinavian music. We got the best.
Who was all there? ABBA, and yeah, that's all I know.
We've got the best food in Scandinavia with a.
The only reason why Finnish people ever go to Sweden, the Swedish meatballs, legendary. Even though the IKEA meatballs aren't even Swedish, as far as I know. Like, yeah, the recipe for the meatballs are from Turkey, is what I've heard. I don't know if that's true, but I don't care. I let Swedish people claim that it's whatever. They taste good, so I don't care.
The geographical heart of Scandinavia. We've got the most islands in the world. We literally invented Minecraft, IKEA, Bluetooth, Spotify, fucking Volvo. And then, you know, politically, look, I know we might have not been able to form a functional government for a few years. But hey, you seen all the rare earth minerals they found up in Kiruna? I mean, it will definitely be interesting to see if a massive injection of money into the economy will sort out Sweden's political train wreck, or just compress that train wreck into a raging ball of hellfire in the form of endless pointless debates, coalitions, and stupidly extremist brainwashing. Talking about stupid extremists, next up we got Norway. They're like the sugar daddies of Scandinavia. We all think they're kind of annoying, but they also have every natural resource you could ever need on lock. And whilst they do keep this wealth to themselves a little bit, this country is very, very, very important, not just for Scandinavia, but for all of Europe. I mean, after Brexit, the UK would literally have collapsed if we didn't leech off all of Norway's natural resources.
Come to Birmingham! Come to fucking Birmingham!
And regarding nature, I can't lie, Norway is absolutely stunning. Plus, they actually have this thing called warm air. Due to the Gulf Stream, Norwegians have much less painful winters than the rest of us Scandinavians. Must be nice, bro. You do get 2 other types of Norwegians though, aside from the normal ballers. These people are usually driven a bit insane by the country's desolate vastness, and this insanity can go one of 2 ways. Case study number 1, the glad skit. That's a Swedish term that essentially refers to someone that's very happy, carefree, and jolly, but also a bit, simple in the head. Let's just say they're not thinking too deeply about anything. Perfect example is Apito, just walking around half naked, drinking vodka, swimming around in icy water, driving shit boxes, not having one capitalist motivation in his body, and being completely content with a life defined by Scandinavian goofiness. And then you have
that sounds awesome. Like, that's life at its best, you know what I mean? Don't care too much about, you know, money and all that. As long as you have enough money to live and enjoy a happy life and do what you love. If that's swimming in ice and drinking vodka, then, you know, good for you, I guess. Well, it's not really good for you, like physically. Well, cold water is, but vodka, I don't really know about that. But either way, if you enjoy it, like, who cares? I respect being like simple and easy and carefree. Like that's the way to live life, man.
The second type of deranged Norwegian, the evil Satanist. These guys are absolutely the opposite of glad Huits. They're actually driven to insanity from thinking too deeply about shit. And
they have those in Norway as well. Norway, we are not too different after all.
these guys turn fucking ballistic, okay? I'm talking death metal, I'm talking burning down multiple churches, I'm talking convicted murderers, the most radical beliefs you could ever imagine. You really, really want to avoid this type of Norwegian.
That's
And
me.
everyone from Norway knows of
that
a
dude is
local
me.
dodgy guy lurking around their town who's a bit questionable in this way, and you just gotta steer clear. Do not interact with these guys. They are almost definitely armed and dangerous. Talking about weird people,
Yeah.
next up we got Denmark. The little splooge splatter of Scandinavia, the most mocked people in the Nordic region. Now there are some main reasons why Denmark gets on so much by all of the other Nordic countries.
And nobody can understand them, that's why. Like, I don't understand any of them as a Finn. As far as I know, Norwegians and Swedish people, they understand each other. They can speak to each other with their own languages, you know. They understand, they are super similar languages. Technically, Danish is similar, but their accent is so different, and obviously it's kind of mixed with European countries from the south of them, like Belgium and Germany and Netherlands and whatnot, you know, so that they sound completely different, and Swedish and Norwegians have hard time to understand, if they understand at all. If I'm wrong, you can correct me, but let's see what Geopold has to say.
They sound kind of annoying, okay? Scandinavia is Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, right? We're all meant to speak very similar languages, and we would if Danes didn't just choose to say words in the most stupid, annoying way possible, just to be like edgy and cool and different. And you might be thinking, well, what about Finns? Why don't you guys make fun of them for having a completely different language? Their language sounds cool as fuck.
Yes, thank you. Torilla tavataan. Kaikki suomalaiset torilla tavataan. Okay.
In Scandinavian languages is always along the lines of "Jag älskar dig." In Finnish, it's "Minä
rakastan sinua."
That shit is scary, bruh. Also, they did walk all the way from Siberia, so it's a lot more valid. Danes like to think that they're very clever and intellectual.
Thank you for giving us some slack. I always knew that you're my bro, Geopold. You're my bro. We need to collab someday.
English the best out of all of the Nordics, when in reality their accents sound like Germans with peanut butter stuck to the roof of their mouths.
I mean, the Dutch team is surely favorites in our group, and they're one of the best teams in the tournament. Whatever.
Get ready for my best Danish.
Oh boy.
My name is Sammy. I wrote a fan mail to you a while ago, so no need to tell.
I mean, there's a reason why there's like 1 million English-speaking Swedish singers.
Oh no. Days got just roasted to oblivion in this video. I'm so sorry. I feel kind of bad now. No, I don't. No.
And there's literally
It's
not
funny.
one English-speaking Danish singer I could name off the top of my head. But wait, before I reveal my true thoughts about Denmark, I've got the perfect solution for any angry Danes or other people watching right now. You can let all your anger out in War Thunder, a fast action-packed game which offers intense...
Not gonna lie, kind of a smooth segue. A smooth segue to the sponsor.
range of vehicles in War Thunder which span over.
Since we are, I'm almost stealing content, so
more than 2,000
let's watch let's watch it.
Ships, whatever.
It's his video. It's part of the video.
Literally in 4K.
Let's
And you
show some
can hop
respect.
on there for free right now by hitting the link in the description. Also, you're going to be gifted a large bonus pack containing premium vehicles, a premium account, a 3D decorator for your vehicles, and much more. It's only available for a limited time though, so hit my link now. One other fact.
Yeah, I think that's gone. Year-old video.
Factor that makes the rest of the Nordics frown down upon Denmark a bit is that all these countries have a deep respect for nature. 97% of Sweden is uninhabited, even more with Norway and Finland. And the sprawling, endless forest, mountains, land, biodiversity, animals is all very important to a lot of Nordic people. However, Denmark is a complete exception because it's so
137.7 people per square kilometer. Norway's 8 points. Because they don't have space in Denmark. Let's be honest here. They do not have space in Denmark. The country is almost the size of like the main capital area of Finland. Okay, maybe not, but like You know what I mean?
So small, more densely populated, these values kind of aren't cherished in the same way. And I know this obviously doesn't represent all of Denmark's citizens' actions, but it doesn't stop that a lot of Scandinavians are a bit
Miten cold zombie minks rise from the grave? What? Animals killed in Denmark due to the virus emerged from the ground due to gases causing them to swell up and burst free. Is this real? What? Okay.
disgusted and offended
Denmark,
when
what the
they see
hell?
stuff like this on the news.
Denmark, what the hell is going on? Better explain. What is this?
Also, Denmark low-key have a kind of weird empire thing still going on, but I'm not going to get too political with all that. But all of that being said, I'm not going to lie, they did
True.
invent Lego,
Facts.
so they made my childhood pretty much. I would not be the same man I am today if I didn't have Lego as a
Thank you,
kid,
Denmark.
right? And also, a
Thank
lot
you for
of
the
Danish
Lego.
cities do look pretty cool, and their islands are cool, and I really would love to go to Copenhagen, and Danish pastries are literally god tier level scran, and a crispy ice cold Carlsberg might be one of the best things known to
Carlsberg is pretty decent. Even though I'm not a huge like beer guy, I don't care about beer too much. You know, I'm Finnish, so I drink mostly long drinks. Yeah, I've never been to Denmark, but honestly would love to visit like Copenhagen.
man you could be handed on a warm summer's day. And okay, I really don't have any bias against Denmark. It's just some friendly banter, some funny jokes. Good thing Danish people don't understand comedy in the slightest. Right, those are all the Scandinavian countries done.
Oh.
I'm gonna move on to the Nordic countries now. Starting with Iceland, probably the most insane and unique looking Nordic country. Is absolutely stunning. That does come with some downsides though. Namely, the entire country is like one big tourist trap. Their population is only 372,000, but they get 1.7 million tourists every year. Meaning, you can almost guarantee at all times there are more tourists than
hell?
Icelandic people in Iceland. And looking at these stats right now, I do feel pretty bad for you guys. Honestly though, you can probably avoid the big crowds by just not going to the fucking Blue Lagoon. I don't know if any of the tourists know this, but it's literally power plant wastewater. Anyway, the other things I know about Iceland is that the prices are absolutely fucking
Kind of deserved though from them.
ridiculous. They casually eat the
I'm
most
just
abysmal
joking.
culinary monstrosities I've ever laid my eyes upon. Take into account I live in Bristol.
What is that? Is this like dry meat? Iceland, explain, what is this?
Everything smells like eggy farts because of all the sulfur in the air from the volcanoes, which, from my understanding, like literally any day now, are about to cataclysmically explode and instantly pulverize any existence of Icelandic people ever existing. I mean, I really genuinely hope that the one dude from Iceland watching this video is okay and is gonna live to see the year 2024. Next up, Finland. Finnish people
Okay, so far, they have been doing good. Now let's go to Finland! Let's go, Finland! Let's continue.
are unhinged as fuck. They're always drunk doing some weird shit with farming equipment. They're
Dude
probably the
Jones,
most
let's go.
extroverted Nordic people, commonly thought of as the redneck neighbors. Somehow though, it's still the most expensive country I've ever visited. You know, if you really want to get a grasp on Finnish culture, I'd recommend the game My Summer Car. I think it perfectly summarizes the Finnish day-to-day routine. Wake up, go fix your box car, drive to the shop in this car, buy lots of vodka, drink all the vodka, get your cousin to drive you back home, sleep, repeat. Alternatively,
I mean, yeah, that is 100% Finland when you go like outside of the main big cities. The smaller the area, the smaller the town, the more accurate that is. Also, the summer cottage, Finnish summer cottage or whatever that new game, also super accurate. Like, let's be honest, super accurate. I don't know about us being extrovert though. We are more so introverted or kind of shy, be on our own little bubble. But then like after drinking, when we are drunk, all that like goes out the window.
if you want to see a documentary about me and my arch nemesis Wow Mao going to Finland on holiday, yeah, we went to Finland on holiday, then watch this video made by the evil
Let me know, should I react to this one as well at some point?
communist himself.
Let's continue.
Alright, that's all the Nordic countries done. Now we got some honorable mentions. These are all of the Nordic territories. They all have some level of autonomy, but usually less than 50,000 inhabitants. First off, the Åland Islands. Technically part of Finland, but they're self-governing, demilitarized, and they speak Swedish. I know there's a bunch of
Beautiful
Swedish
place.
people that go on holiday there. It's meant to have pretty stunning nature. One important thing to mention is that these lucky motherfuckers pay like no tax. Next, we got Norway's territory. territories.
Yeah,
For example,
unfair.
Jan
Unfair.
Mayen. Why the f do they need this? Oh, I see. Also, Svalbard,
Yeah.
home to 2,500 people that by law need to carry rifles with them when they go outside due to there being more polar bears than humans there. They do have a very awesome Soviet coal mining go.
Yeah, I don't think I want to visit. Sorry, Norway. I don't think I'm visiting there ever. That will make for a cool video though. You know, like a little vlog traveling there with a shotgun. But perhaps not. Maybe not. They're thinking about it again. Yeah, maybe not.
Love to visit. And also apparently they have a completely open visa policy. Literally anyone from anywhere could move to Svalbard apparently, and you might think that attracts a lot of people with weak passports, but if you check which countries have the weak ass passports, I don't think they're exactly built for minus 20 degrees Celsius, you know. All right, next up we got Denmark's territories, starting with
Minus
the
20 if
Faroe
you're
Islands,
lucky.
which from my understanding is just based Iceland. Hardly any tourists in comparison, but it has an equally, if not even more amazing natural landscape. They actually have their own language, and apart from having grassy roofs, the Faroese mainly seem to be very proud of their tunnel network. Weird flex, but hey, whatever makes you guys happy, man. And then finally, we got...
Kind of looks cool though. I will definitely want to visit Faroe Islands someday. For sure, for sure.
Greenland, the place that definitely isn't green and was only named Greenland because some Vikings were lonely. My boy, I'm telling you, this is the greenest place I've ever been.
Funny thing is,
Join
this
me,
both
we're gonna
like
grow
visible
hella
accurate.
crops, man. It's gonna be...
At least based on the
Realistically,
sagas.
though, Greenland is
like,
not Nordic. They have
Old
a
Norse sagas.
completely separate culture. They're in a completely different continent. And maybe I'll get some patriotic Danes unsubscribing. But hey, that might actually be a good thing. I mean, it's a joke, guys. I swear it's a joke. I know you can't understand, but it's a joke, I swear. And I am just gonna give a quick mention to Estonia. Because when I went to Tallinn, it was like 1,000,000 times more Nordic than Helsinki. I can't lie. They speak a Nordic language.
Kind
They
of
eat
true.
Nordic food. Nordic
What
than
did I say?
Helsinki. I can't lie. They speak a
Kind of true though about it being looking more Nordic than Helsinki. Like I can kind of see that. Estonian is very similar to Finnish. Yes, it is, but not in the same way as like Portugal and Portuguese and Spanish or Swedish and Norwegian or something like that. I don't understand any Estonian at all. Maybe some random words here and there, but then again, those words might mean something completely different than what they mean in Finnish. So yeah, I have no idea what they're saying, and I would imagine it's probably the same way, the other way around as well.
Nordic language. They eat Nordic food. They look Nordic as hell. It will hopefully soon share a metro area with Finland. I think if you drop someone
Hopefully.
in Helsinki and Tallinn and ask them to guess which one was under the Soviet Union and which one was Nordic, I think they'd get them mixed up. Just saying. So there we have it, guys. The completed tier list.
Possible.
Feel free to argue about it as much as you want in the comments. And thank you to Warfund.
Sweden being S tier, I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Maybe switch these up. Maybe switch. I was just saying, maybe switch these
Tier
up.
list. Feel free to argue about it as much as you want in the comments. And thank you to War Thunder for supporting my channel. If you want to play the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made for free with a load of added bonuses, make sure to click the link in the description. You don't need anything special to play, even just a keyboard and mouse works. So what are you waiting for?
There we go. Thank you for the video, Geopold. That is Scandinavia explained. I don't know about the tier list. I don't know if I agree, but you know, it's his opinion, so it's fine. It is fine.